Yo, we back. We back. We back. Well, actually, I was here last week, so I guess no big deal. Got a good live tonight, though. I like the live tonight. Let's get y'all into the room. New pod alert. New pod dropped today. Basically caught up on a lot of things. Spoke on Mother's Day. Let's see here. What all did we discuss? Let me turn this off because this is gonna be binging. What else did we discuss? Sorry, guys. Let me respond to this real quick here. Let's see here. I see Gavin put the notes in because he wanted to get this one up early today. So let me find the notes from today's podcast. Oh, so we opened up with women asking for money. We went to simping. Y'all will love the section in the middle where we discuss on how long should ex be on the phone with their baby mama or baby daddy with their other person in the house. I actually cleared out. I got that close to the equator glow. It's a good time, man. It was a good time, man. Yeah, bro. I'm inspired to make more money, so I can get down there more. Love Colombia. We discussed, like, hey, if you marry somebody that has a child, should that parent be reaching out to you, or should they be reaching out to the baby mama? And my whole thing was, hey, he got to reach out to me. It's no need for a man to call my wife. So I'd like to hear y'all opinion on that. I'm pretty sure that's gonna have lots of opinions once that takes off. So today's pod, it did drop. Should be everywhere that you find your podcasts. If you caught me last week, I was wrapping up the week in Cartagena. Had a great time in Colombia. Do have those reviews to the cigar lounges coming up. Actually, I'm gonna try to drop the first one tomorrow. I believe I'm gonna put it under Black Men Strategies and Pastor Mike Will. Let's see if it meets Gavin's eye for Black Dads Club. But I'll probably put it up in the Black Dads Club stories as well. What are we discussing tonight? So I've had this conversation with quite a few of my friends that are ladies, right? And what we were discussing was they were saying that the average date is $252, right? And I mean, the women were just scoffing. Just scoffing at that, man. Like, nobody's paying that on a date. And I get it, ladies, because y'all don't pay for dates. So y'all think everything is free. I get it. I can't really blame you for what you don't know. But what I wanted to do is I want to make sure that the fellas, like, I hate when us as men, we're just way too sassy, like we're way too mad because we don't really have a way to verbalize, like, hey, this is what things cost. So this is per BMO, the average cost of a date for a millennial is now $252, right? And I mean, like I said, ladies was like, yo, this is no way. So what I did is actually broke down to one of my friends. I was like, I am going to show you the cost of what women would call a no effort date. I am going to show you right now the cost of a no effort date. And this is what I want men to understand is that you can put effort into a date, right? One of my favorite dates that I ever went on, I've only done this once or twice, but I love going to a Charlotte Knights game. Charlotte Knights is the AAA affiliate here in Charlotte. It's laid back, it's relaxed. You don't have to get dressed up at all. But women see this date as low effort, right? Like for me, it was like, yo, we don't have to be up under each other. There's entertainment going on. You can grab snacks, you can grab foods. You got a couple hours to blow. Like I don't know. I can't think of a better, like not hard to impress someone date. All right. But what I realized very quickly is that women think that date runs $20 or $30. They really, really do. So what I wanted to do is just show y'all, like, hey, this is what dates actually cost. So let's say we wanted, all right, this is the baseball field, right? We're not even going for high end seats, right? Let's just go for right here, right? Third base seats, right? I was saying these tickets would be $60 because I have not been in a while. But as you can see, 2 of these tickets are $40, right? These are like the worst seats in the house right here. They're $38 just to go to this game. Just to go, right? I mean, bro, we're not even talking about club seats, right? Like they have club seats at these games, right? We're talking about just basic, want to go out, have a good time with the lady. Want to grab 2 tickets. I'm not signing in and doing all this, right? But with fees, this is probably going to run you $90. Maybe $100 with oh no, includes fees. Okay. So this is going to run you $80 for the tickets, right? And then you got to pay for parking, right? Which is going to be what, $20, right? So now you're at $100. $100. That's just to get into the game, right? We haven't even started on food, right? So if we just get a beer, just a beer, right? It's $10 a beer or a cider, right? So now I got a cider, she has a cider. We're at $120, right? She's probably going to want a little something to eat, so we can get the chicken finger basket because she's not going to get the Domino's pizza, but she might go for the chicken finger basket, right? It's $8. So, we're at $130 now. You can't drink cider with that, so you got to get a soda, right? So what's the soda? Souvenir cups. All right, so now we're at what, $140, right? By the way, this is not me eating. This is just her, right? If I also want a chicken finger basket and a Coke, that's another $20. So now we're at $160. This is what women would call a no effort or low effort date. And this is not to complain. This is so when you're trying to defend yourselves, this is why women have no idea that dates cost $250. Right? We're at $160 and we've had chicken fingers, 2 Cokes, and 2 apple ciders. And we're sitting in the cheap seats. We're at $160. That doesn't include tip, by the way. Because the tip is, it's a game, so it's kind of voluntary. But you probably done tipped out too, so you're probably at $170, right? And if you're having a really, really great time, you're probably going to leave the baseball game and walk up to Crave. Crave is easily this. Sporting events cost money. Mimi, there is nothing that y'all women want to do that do not cost money, right? Men cannot invite women out for ice cream anymore. We cannot invite you out to the park to walk, right? None of that can happen. If y'all are ovulating and it's a man you want to screw, we can invite you over to the crib, and that won't cost us anything on the front end. It costs us on the back end. But the ideal of dating, right? This is a low effort date, right? At a AAA baseball game. No woman is going to look at this and be like, oh my God, that was so special. I am so glad that he did that. Oh, we can get the promotion right here. We can get the all you can eat, which gets unlimited popcorn, pretzel, hot dogs, nachos, ice cream, and fountain drink for $30. So still got to buy you beers, but you can eat hot dogs and nachos. Okay. So I wanted to vindicate the fellas a little bit. It's so easy for a date to be $252. Like I said, if you leave a baseball game and she's having a great night and you might be able to finagle her back to the house, but it's kind of too early to do it right now because the baseball game ended at 8:30. So you kind of got to be like, oh, well, what should we do? Where can we go? I mean, if you go to a bar, you're still gonna drop another $70-$80 easy. Easy. So I mean, again, I'm just vindicating for men what it is out here in the Mimi. I am doing a date that women would call low effort, right? This is the thing. I'm not saying take it to a baseball game. I'm saying most of the complaints that men get from women is it was a low effort date, and it's like, yo, this would be considered low effort. I went to the Puttery in Whiskey Warehouse, and the Puttery ran me $100, and Whiskey Warehouse was another $60. All right, that was again, right? We're talking about low effort dating. So I'm gonna be honest, fellas. Y'all know I've said this months ago, right? What did I say? Hey, start going Dutch. Start going 50-50. Now it's gonna cut down on the amount of dating you're gonna do, absolutely. But this is not sustainable, right? Like when low effort dates are running you $150 to $200, right? Because average means that there for every $300 date there's a $200 date, right? Like that's just the average, right? For every $450 date there's a $150 date. So this is again what I'm doing is just saying, hey, I do want the fellas to know that when people are like, yo, dates don't cost that. Yeah, dates do cost that. Low effort dates cost that, right? Don't let anybody gaslight you into believing that. Oh no, nobody's spending $250. Man, you can go to 2 bars, and if you're having a great time, you can run a $250 tab. It is not hard. It is not hard. And again, right, we're talking about low effort things. No one tells you at the end of the day that it was low effort. But let's not pretend that planning a baseball game is going to be something that women are going to be like, oh my God, he put so much thought into it. Right? It don't even matter if his granddad played baseball and died on the date that he was taking you out, and he was just like, hey, I'm just going to the baseball game and I want you to come with me. But he don't tell you that, right? It's always still seen as low effort. Right? Mimi, stop defending women when you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know that this is not a date that at the end of it, the woman is going to be like, oh my God, he took me to my first baseball game. I want to go home with him. Don't do that. you know what I'm saying has a smidgen of truth to it. Oh, let's see here. All right. But we talking about dating tonight. I actually have a decent conversation because what I wanted to talk to tonight is with the fellas on what the ladies like. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. So I'm gonna find this clip. All right, we're gonna go with my girl. All right, I'm gonna play this clip right here, right? And this is not gonna be to bang on Joy. But I'm going to let her say what she's going to say, and then we're going to discuss what is attraction now. And we're not going to discuss what we are attracted to as men. Not going to do that tonight. Not going to talk about the ladies. But what we do need to talk about is what the ladies are attracted to, because I've had 2 conversations with men in the last 2 or 3 days around this. All right, but we're gonna let Joy go off though.
What other people have to say about your body affect your spirit or what you do or how you feel or how you move around the world. If you want to wear that tank top, girl, wear that. Nobody gives a fuck about your arms. We don't care. We worry about our arms. Okay? We're not worried about your arms. We don't care about that little bit of pinch. Ain't nobody worried about that. Okay? And one thing I can promise you is that men are not worried about that. Not the ones that are outside. The ones that are on their phone like those ones are worried about it. The ones that are outside are trying to grab that little chunk baby. Okay? They like it. All right.
All right. Joy say they like it. Joy say they like it. All right. That's what she said. She said they like it. Maybe we'll talk about this Saturday. Because I want you to tell me that you've never heard from a woman that it was a bad date that he did not put any energy in, ever. I want you to tell me that on Saturday. I want you to be like, I've never heard one of my homegirls said that he took me out on a date and he did not put any thought into it. All right. Now I got this little chart up right here. I hope we can see it. There we go. Boom. All right. Now, before we talk about this chart right here, right? This is going to be about the things that men want, things that men don't want. But I want to focus on this part down here because a lot of guys are saying that they're, I guess, not really receiving what the feedback from the ladies that they want to receive. Now, this chart right here is stated partner preferences, right? Now, partner preferences are going to be different than dating preferences, right? Partner preferences means that we've already linked up. We're already partners, right? Comment section cannot understand this right here, right? Matter of fact, let's hop on this real quick. This was a chart that another guy gave, right? Comparison coefficients, men and women, right? The most important thing to women, and I wish I could find an even better chart than this one, right? But this one to do. Attractiveness is the most important thing to men and women, right? So as a man, as a woman, before anybody talks about your intelligence, right? Nobody gives a fuck about your degrees. Nobody gives a damn about your name. No one gives a damn about your height, right? Your background, your height, occupation, least thing, right? The only reason why anybody gives a damn about your occupation is because a lot of times that can offset your attractiveness, right? But lust is the most important thing, right? So we're discussing in a relationship, right? This right here is before the relationship starts. So before the relationship start, the most important thing is lust, all right? You have to be lust worthy. And that's why I played the Joy clip, because the Joy clip is like, no, they like that. They don't like that, right? But it's not just for men, right? Not just for me, not just for women, right? It's a lot of things that women don't like. And I don't think as guys we focus on it enough. And I try, y'all know I do my best to really not fuck up with the bras, man, because I don't like making it seem like I'm a know-it-all or I got it all or I got it together. I don't. But one of the things that I make sure that I always try to do is like, hey, whatever it is that women like, I'm going to try to make sure that she get that, right? I might not could give her 6'2", right? I can't give her 6'2", right? But I can find everything else that women are into. But the biggest thing is attractiveness, okay? So this is pre. But in the relationship, this is very, very important that I don't think we focus on this enough, right? What women do not want, right? That's the biggest thing that women don't want. I don't know if y'all can see this chart down here. I hope this is big enough. The number one thing, going away. The number one thing going away that women don't want is rude. That's the number one thing that women do not want us to be, fellas. They do not want us to be rude. Right? Look a bit. They don't like it. Right? So if you're going to try, if you want women, one of the things that you're going to have to do is not be rude. I'm trying to see if I can maximize this, Mimi. That didn't work. But that's the number one thing that women do not want. So here's the thing. If you're dating a girl,